and gentlemen, the following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing team number one first, from Tehran, Iran, the Middle Eastern Nightmare, Shiek Abdul Bashir.
Tag teams take the spotlight as we make our way to Sunday, July the 19th, and Victory Road, TNA pay-per-view live from Orlando, Florida. Mike Tenay joined as always by my broadcast partner, broadcast colleague, longtime, very close personal friend, Don West.
How you doing, Mike? Today, Art Guard Farms out there in the audience today.
He keeps the streak alive, never missed an explosion match in our history.
Their opponents, Black Machismo Lethal and Consequences Creed. They are the team of Lethal Consequences.
You ready for July 17th, brother?
Actually, it's July 19th.
Well, I'm talking about 2 days before.
Oh, yeah. What's happening July 17th?
We're gonna kind of get together and promo July 19th.
Nice recovery. 2, 3. Not really. Well, Don will have his calendar in line, I'm sure, by July the 19th.
I gotta quit drinking before these explosion matches.
Oh, don't stop now. You wouldn't know. What's the line? What's the line? I never knew you drank until you showed up sober.
You know the thing about Pinzer? He's never shown up sober.
Looks like Shiek Abdul Bashir making friends here in the Impact Zone.
He's a likable guy. Let me tell you something about Shiek Abdul Bashir.
I'm sure you're going to educate all of us.
You think that he's got this particular attitude? Let me tell you something.
What do you mean, particular attitude? I know exactly.
Iran, he used to run the comedy circuit. This guy.
So,
comedy clubs every week.
So he was at Giggles.
He was at Giggles.
Every Thursday in Tehran, Iran.
He was at the Irani Funny Bone. Last Friday, tore the house down.
The Shiek and Kiyoshi.
Now, you might not have thought it was funny if you were pushed it, but I'll tell you what, that's a tribe over there.
As of late, have been aligned some sort of an agreement with your bloody blokes, the British invasion.
Oh, I love the British invasion.
Go right ahead. Tell us more.
Well, let me tell you something. While Kiyoshi and Bashir make short work of Lethal Consequences,
we'll see.
Let me tell you a little something about the British invasion. They're going to whoop 3 days' ass. Well, that didn't even sound good, did it?
That sounded pretty good to me.
Victory Road.
Going to be at Victory Road, in addition to Mick Foley and Kurt Angle for the TNA World Heavyweight title, Kevin Nash, AJ Styles for the Legends Championship. Quite an opportunity here for the Main Event Mafia to simply take over TNA.
Well, absolutely. I mean, there's so much at stake. If Kevin Nash can somehow come out with that Legends title, and think about this, Booker T, Scott Steiner, so many tag team titles in their history, looking for one together this time with the Main Event Mafia, bringing that power. It was all started with an unbelievable plan by Kurt Angle. When he brought Samoa Joe to the fold, nobody saw it coming. And now nobody can stop the train from rolling.
It all came to fruition back at Slammiversary in the Motor City, Detroit, Michigan. And from that point forward, we have seen that the Main Event Mafia may be a more destructive force than ever. Quick elbow, quick cover. Creed gets 2 on Kiyoshi from the Orient. Have you had a chance maybe to have lunch as of late with Kiyoshi or Bashir? I know you've always got good stories after you guys make the lunch circuit.
Well, I'll tell you what, Kiyoshi and I always go to our favorite sushi place here in Orlando whenever we get in town, just to kind of discuss everything that's going on. He's a big highlight guy. We talk about all that. We were discussing Seth Levitas and the run he's having down there in Miami, but you know what? Sometimes it's just good not to talk business, and we like to talk just about things that interest both of us. But I'll tell you one thing about it, they've been all since they've been together. You can't deny that. Bashir, Kiyoshi, bringing in the British invasion. I mean, they all have a common bond. It's been working. I'll tell you something.
Is that how that alliance went down? It was Bashir and Kiyoshi that went to Brutus Magnus and Doug Williams and Rob Terry? Because I know you're an insider when it comes to that.
Well, let me tell you, who all went to who, that's all semantics. The bottom line is, we all got together, we discussed the game plan, I gave those guys a path to run, and they ran it. Me, I like to stay neutral myself. I don't pick sides.
Oh, you always do. Straight down the middle, Don West. Quick
Hey,
double team.
Dr. Wayne Cowan and I in a session the other day, it's like I told him, I said, hey, I think neutral's where to be. Just call it like I see it.
What's it been, about 10 years on the couch for you and Dr. Cowan?
12.
I guess that's going pretty well for you.
He's cheap.
Series of shots by Black Machismo, momentarily rocking Kiyoshi, but then he unleashes the offense with a vicious and lethal chop to Jay Lethal and drives him down to the mat with another one. And going to go for the cover here. Referee Rudy Charles putting in the count, but only 2, and Kiyoshi's going to turn things over to the Shiek.
I tell you, they've been just dominating here from the start. They really are developing. They're really getting to know each other. They're really getting some chemistry. And I'll tell you, they're surprising the heck out of Lethal Consequences right now. What do you think about Kurt Angle, Mick Foley? July 19th is when the pay-per-view is going to be, not July 17th like I said earlier, but July 19th, Victory Road, Mick Foley, Kurt Angle.
I think the entire direction of the TNA organization will be determined at Victory Road, and much of it has to do with the victor of that match, be it Foley or be it Kurt Angle. And we will find out exactly where TNA is headed on July 19th.
On the 19th of July, Mike, today. Never forget that date. Now, I get down here on the 17th, which is what I was talking about earlier, so that I can, try to get things prepared.
Yeah, the hours and hours of preparation you do for a broadcast.
I generally do about 20 hours of film.
Like videotape study?
The night before.
Right.
Day before that, me and Kiyoshi and Bashir hit a couple comedy clubs. Just to kind of loosen us up.
All of a sudden, Consequences Creed has turned this in the favor of Lethal Consequences after the Shiek and Kiyoshi were in control for the much of the match. Oh, what a kick! Drilled him, caught him right in the face. Gonna float over on Kiyoshi and plant him. Face first DDT. Tag into Lethal, and I think Lethal Consequences is going to do a little double teamwork here. Oh, there's one for the Shiek. He goes out to the floor.
Kiyoshi, get out of there, baby!
Lethal's going to fly. Look out below. No! Top rope elbow. 1, 2, 3.
He got his shoulder up.
The team of Lethal Consequences.
Rudy Charles has never liked Japanese people. It's been obvious for a long time. You ever seen him with one?
Lethal Consequences gets the win. Sunday, July 19th. So much of the future of TNA to be determined. Join us for Victory Road.